Taking a walk to a really old walnut tree and a really old apple tree, and short walk. And I was thinking about this video about grief that I saw this morning, and it was saying like when you're feeling grief, you just identify what you feel, and one of the things you're looking for, reptilian flyover. One of the things you're looking for is false stories, like feeling sad about Aquila, and every instinct tells me that getting another dog right now is a bad idea. But like a false story might pop up and say like, well, if you don't get a dog, you're gonna be alone, you know? Like that's just not true. But like when you're super sad and stuff like that, these false stories just kind of pile on, and you don't take the time to identify, wait, I'm feeling this, and I'm feeling that. This might not be a good spot to video. I'm feeling this and I'm feeling that, and that's true. I'm feeling grief and I'm feeling loss, and I feel the challenge. This is the walnut tree. God, I was here once, and there must have been like, there was 100 pounds of walnuts here. And then I guess like, I don't know, I saw some families coming here with boxes. So I guess that's the thing now, man. Like people know this is here, and there's not gonna be 500 pounds of walnuts there ever again. Anyway, I thought that was a pretty important lesson. Like feel whatever you're feeling, identify what it is, and pick out the false stories, and they gotta go. Like false stories is how like you rewire your mind into believing something that's just not true, but your mind has told you for so long, you just believe it. Like there's this gymnast, this amazing Olympic gymnast, that people told her like she was fat or something. They body shamed her, and by people who either couldn't do what she was doing, or like actually by people who couldn't do what she was doing. Like she was better than all these people are saying like, yeah, but you're fat. And then that got in her head, and then that became true, because she never said like, no, I'm not. I'm fit as fuck. Here's the apple tree. These apple trees, I believe, are really old. Kind of like they're harder, and they're kind of misshapen. And I believe that that people used to travel with these seeds and plant them, and because there's an orchard in the gorge that's like from the 1830s or something really old, but it's a massive apple orchard of trees that look like that, and it's like they're just ancient trees, and there's people there that take care of it and like try to make sure like replant and keep them healthy, but replant with the same seeds. Oh. Anyway, that thing about like don't let your brain tell you false stories seems really important, because I could see in my life how that's taken place. I could see how in my life there's been times where people told me the same thing over and over and over again, and it kind of like whatever wire connects point A to point B, they with my help, because I accepted what they were saying, because probably I trusted them, I disconnected that wire accidentally and reattached it somewhere else, so that like my thoughts, no matter what I was doing, like if I'm working really hard on something, my brain says, you're doing good for being so lazy, you know, as opposed to like that thing of like, you're working really hard but you're lazy. That's not true. If you're working really hard, you're working really hard. You know, or I'm glad you figured that out, since considering how stupid you are. Like, people do that to you, and they probably do it because it's been done to them. Like, or if you do something and they're like, it makes them feel bad about themselves, they try to then, like, you've made me feel bad, so now I need to make you feel bad, so I'm going to call you, project onto you like stupidity or laziness or or whatever, something bad. Oh God. Anyway, I thought that was a good lesson to learn. And my mind, I kind of always, like, it's something that, like, I think that's right, because, like, part of my mind kind of has thought that, but I've never really, like, formed it into words like that. Like, nope, that's a false story. That's not gonna last. I wonder if then, if I keep maintain that, I wonder if then I could put that wire back to where it goes. Like, if I say to myself, like, hey, I worked really hard, and then my mind goes, it's because you're a hard worker. You know, like, hey, I really figured that out. I'm like, well, that's because you're smart. You thought about it and you worked it out. I'll try, because I could tell the things, I could tell the things that are not quite wired right in my head, because I could tell that there's certain things that are easy for other people that are difficult for me, like hanging out in groups of people. Like, the idea of going to a party sounds awful, you know, or, well, I guess that's enough for now, especially since I got lots to do. Lots to do, folks.